Okay, 21k in mining now. Cool. Now if I just had more storage for all this. Okay. It's an improvement. Still though, I need a lot. I need a lot. I know this is completely unrelated to the stream, but I had a question about the H6 button and shift animations. Do they work in game while driving? If you're using mine, then yeah, but it's not like for every single H6 out there. Mine's pretty much the only one that has the button and the shift animations for them. Like, mine's the only one that has that. I really need Moranium. Like, I'm actually starving. I am starving for Moranium. Jesus. And there's nothing I can really do to earn Moranium. Are they on the website yet? Pretty much only my coupe has the full suite of animations. The reason for that is, while there's 2 stock ones on there that are like modern, they have a different steering wheel. The stock H6 steering wheel is bigger than the one I have in my coupe specifically. And all of those animations were made for the smaller steering wheel. When I changed the animation to work with the bigger steering wheel, it messed up every other animation. And that would have meant having to spend probably days redoing all of them from scratch because I didn't have every single animation saved. Even if I did, I'd still have to probably spend at least a day or 2 reworking them. Because, for some strange reason, all the animations are tied to the main steering animation. So if the steering animation changes in any way, then like every other thing gets messed up with it. And so it's like, I'm not redoing all that again. Will I in the future? Maybe. But right now, no. It would have taken me probably 3-4 days to do all that again. So, the modern ones don't have any of the hand motions, but they still have the sound effects and the stuff moving. Like, the switches still move and they have the sound effects, the gear shift still moves. But the actual hand is no longer there. Because redoing the hand, it would have taken me days and I was just so tired at that point I didn't care anymore. Not to redo everything again, because the other main thing is that every single time I change a steering wheel and change the steering animation, I have to redo it again. So like, if I put a bigger steering wheel, I have to redo it again. If I put an even smaller one, I have to redo it again. And then like, every time I change a steering wheel, there's 4 or 5 days of work. I'm not doing that. I'd have to find a way to like, automize it. Like make that automatic, or make it a way that doesn't require changing it every single time I change a steering wheel. It's just not, like, what they should have done was they should have made the steering wheel just be like an IK constraint. Instead of the steering animation being a fixed animation, it should be a dynamic animation where the hands just follow a constraint on the steering wheel. So like for instance, the steering wheel has 2 axes on it. An axis for the left side of it and the right side of it. And instead of changing the animation would just follow where those axes are. So if the steering wheel is bigger, just move the axes, and the animation won't change. But you'd still have it fit the steering wheel correctly. That would have made it work. But the steering animation's a fixed animation, so if it ever changes, the steering wheel, the physical steering wheel, if it changes, the animation doesn't change. And if you change that, everything else changes. And it messes up everything else. Might learn how to make my own animations. It looks fun because I was looking at full animations for a Talk Me Replica 86. I think I might have that actually. Yeah, I think I do because I made a Takumi 86 a while ago. It's not like a fully made one, but the animations for all the stuff are built around the Admiral steering wheel, which is what Takumi's one has. So I could make a replica Takumi that has all animations, and I wouldn't have to remake everything from scratch over like a week. I could actually make that realistically speaking. It's possible. Cool. Yeah, I haven't released it, and I probably won't because the one I have right now is like a beta version. I'll release one, I just want to make an actually finished version. Because I have this like beta version I made in like 4 hours, but it's missing a lot of stuff. Like that version doesn't have opening doors or animations or anything. It's a really basic like concept of what I want it to be. But the actual full perfect version I have not yet created. When I do though, I'll put it out, yes. I just haven't created it yet. Didn't realize how much you can mod in AC, it's crazy. Yeah, Assetto Corsa modding is almost unlimited in terms of like what you can do. It's almost unlimited. I mean, I made an animation where the driver walks outside the car and opens up the engine and looks at it. I made the throttle cable animate. Like, I did some things that have never really been done before. At least if they have, not to my knowledge. I'm gonna try and fight some of you guys on foot so I can preserve fuel. Try and preserve fuel a little. So that blew my mind. I was like, what the actual fuck? Yeah, I wanted to try and be innovative. I wanted to be innovative. This isn't so bad. Now I don't have a single appendage crusher augment. This is just base level. Oh, okay. I'm gonna try something. I think I can pull something off if I try. I should be able to. I could probably fight Lucille right now if I wanted to. That's a really big risk, though. I shouldn't do that. I could do it, but it's a big risk. If I messed up, I'd lose over 50 hours of gameplay. I'm not taking a risk like that. Hell no.
Sup?
Hell no. Makes me think theoretically you could make a whole other AC, like imagine an initiative game where you play as Takumi in AC. I was actually considering that. I was actually considering that. I was gonna make a custom campaign where you play as Takumi throughout all of his races in the show, including some of the ones that were only in the manga. I was legitimately considering that. But then I got busy and I didn't finish it. But that I was really considering that. I want to get secondary cooldown reducer. Perish.
Is that it? We got it. Let's move.
We should weaken them just to be safe.
Go, I owe you one. Thanks.
Thanks a bunch. Shadow
Alright, so...
Oh, that is nice! You can do it! Don't get cocky! You're on top of it now. That worked! Now move in and my turn! Is that it? Impressive.
Yeah, konai's getting strong. Starting to get there. Starting to get strong. Could probably fight that one boss on foot if I wanted. But it'd be very dangerous.
Thanks.
That'd be awesome, because to my knowledge it doesn't exist in the arcade games, just play as nobody. Yeah, the only one that did that was Special Stage. And that is why it will always be the best Initial D game. Because you actually played the storyline of the show and not just as random person against random people. Special Stage had you play as not only Takumi but also Keisuke during the Project D arc of the show, and it was amazing. It was awesome. Special Stage was actually awesome. Like, you played as, you know, you actually played all of Takumi's races. You played Keisuke's races in Project D. You even did some stuff that wasn't actually in the show and stuff that was also only in the manga. Like, it was just awesome. Special Stage will always be the best game, in my opinion. Like, they should make a 2025 remake of Special Stage. That's what they should do. Just give Special Stage modern graphics and more content, like more cars, and maybe expand the story to finish. Like, what they should do is they should expand the story to actually finish it, because Special Stage only went up to, like, I think midway. I think Special Stage's campaign ended halfway through, like, Season 4. Like, during the Project D arc of the show. It ended, like, somewhere around Season 4. It didn't ever adapt Season 5, because admittedly, Season 5 didn't come out till, like, probably 10 years after it was, you know. Because I think Season 4, or Stage 4, I think Stage 4 came out in like 2002 or something. Stage 5 didn't come out till like 2013. So obviously they didn't have Stage 5 in Special Stage because it wasn't even made yet. But yeah, it's just crazy. If they made Special Stage again, 2025, give it all the cars from the modern arcade stage, and then fully finish its story, as well as like modern graphics and maybe enhance the controls or the handling in some way, that would be Game of the Year. I would absolutely love that if they did something like that. Like that's money. Initial D, like whoever's making it now, Capcom or Konami, whoever's making it now, that's money, dude. That is money on the table and you're just staring at it. Pick it up. Pick up that money. Oh shit, I never heard of that. I've only played Street and Extreme Stage. Oh my good word, you are doing yourself a disservice. Special Stage even had voiceovers and manga panels during its story. Special Stage is literally the best Initial D game. And it was not only an Initial D game that's really good, it was for the PS2. It was for a home console, not an arcade machine. It was a home console. You could buy it and own it and play it at home anytime you wanted. And it was so good. It's just the best game, like no question. It's the best game. It is the best game, that can't be argued. It is the best game of all time. Initial D wise, it is absolutely the best game. In terms of the way it handles and drives, some people might prefer newer ones, but in terms of the overall experience, not a single other game lets you actually play the story of the game it's based on. Which blows my fucking mind. You make a game based off a show, but you don't even actually play the events of the show in said game? Like, what the fuck? Bro, this is the thing. Initial D games aren't even really Initial D outside the characters that they feature. If you simply took the Initial D characters out of Initial D games, what makes them Initial D anymore? They're just arcade racers in that case. Because you're not playing the events of a show, you're just playing against random racers. If you simply made them random characters, then how is it even Initial D? It isn't even Initial D at that point. It's dumb. Special Stage will only want to get it right by actually having you play the show. Special Stage, you actually played the show.
Thanks.
And it was amazing. I don't know if my Chromebook could run it. Special Stage, I might try it. It's a PS2 game. If your Chromebook could play Street Stage and Extreme Stage, assuming that you didn't play it on their actual consoles, you might have, but if you emulated if your PC could emulate Extreme Stage, it can play Special Stage. It definitely can. I'm just making some general progress right now. I may actually get off soon. The sun's coming up and I should probably sleep early for once. 6:30 is late, but like, I mean, in the grand context of things, 6:30 is not that late. I slept at like, I don't know. Well, I don't even remember at this point, but recently I've been sleeping at like 10 a.m. So 6:30 is early in comparison to that. I'm probably going to actually jump on Assetto in a bit and test out my new GPU, because I just upgraded to a 5070 today. Like, I just installed it today, so I wanted to test it out and actually see how it performs. It says it's about a 50% increase over the 3060 Ti, which is what I had before. It should run Assetto Corsa quite well, as well as finally getting some acceptable VR performance. Because my 3060 Ti could do VR, but it was only a decent experience. The 5070 should handle it pretty well. I hope. You're looking at it now, yeah, it's doable. Yeah, Special Stage is runnable. It's not that hard. You can run it. Heck, my Intel HD 2000 computer could probably play it fine. And Intel HD 2000 was literally one of the worst things I ever did. It played GTA 5 at 800 by 600 resolution at 15 FPS. I would know a thing or two about playing games with terrible performance. I played through all of Smash Melee at like 15 frames on Dolphin. It sucked ass, but I did it and I enjoyed myself. I did it and I enjoyed myself, even though it sucked ass. I also played Brawl on Dolphin with horrible slowdown. And I still enjoyed myself. Oh yeah, I should cash in my blade level. I don't think I put my level 7 in yet. I'll put it towards archaeological. I usually do biological max level last. Because I tend to find more important stuff with archaeological than biological, so I usually prioritize that first. I max that one first, and then I go after the others. Oh. Yay, it's level 7! Archaeological.
Come back.
I would buy a PC now, but I'm saving for a full Takumi Sim setup, 8.6 shifter pedals in Israel. I don't know where I can find it, but there might be replicas I can buy. That's gonna be really hard to do. And I'm saying that because I actually once looked into it, and it's gonna be really hard to do. You're probably gonna spend over $1,000 just to get a red dashboard alone. Like, if you really want the complete thing, like, if you want to get the 8.6's shift knob, the shift boot, like the actual rubber piece that goes under the knob that hides the lever. If you want to get, like, the AC unit, the little ashtray and stuff, the center console, the red dashboard, maybe even the tachometer as well, you're going to spend probably $4,000 to $5,000. Because a dashboard can go for like $1,000. The center cons can be a few hundred. The shift knob's probably $80. The shift boot's like $150 or so. The tachometer can easily be $1,000. You'll spend a lot of money trying to make that. I would honestly get the PC first. I would get the PC first. And the second thing is even finding that stuff. Like, even if you look for an 8.6 red dashboard, you might not find it. Because I've looked for it and I didn't find one for sale. I found one for sale. I found some for sale in the past, but I didn't find one currently selling. And even if it was selling, it'd probably sell for a lot of money. I mean, you've seen the Admirals selling for $2,000 only because of Initial D. The Formal Super sells for a fraction of that price, and it's probably still inflated because of Initial D because it's the next best thing. Like, the Formal Super is like the closest you can get to an Admiral without actually having an Admiral. And it's pretty expensive still. Once again, probably just because Initial D popularized the Admiral, which thus popularized its next best thing, which is the Formal Super. The Formal Super has almost the exact same shape as the Admiral. So yeah, it's a very expensive thing to want to get into. If you have the money, go ahead. But if you don't, then, well, you might be struggling. I mean, if you got like 20k to spend, yeah, you can do it easily. But I'm just warning you. I timed that perfectly. I'm not trying to do a period correct one. I'll find non-OEM parts and paint them myself. I'd rather leave them for people with an actual 8.6. Oh, that's fair. Does it matter if it's a right-hand drive? Because if you're looking for a USDM left-hand drive, it's a lot easier. USDM parts usually go for less, and there's also more of them in circulation. Like, it's easier to find them and easier to purchase them. Because they're both less rare, sell more often, don't cost as much money. And I think there's a company that actually makes replica dash panels. I think there's a company that can make both leather and carbon dashboards, but only for the left hand. I wish they'd make a right-hand side red replica dash panel. If they did, I'd probably buy one. Another thing you'll have trouble finding is the 8.6's pedals. Like, if you want the 8.6's pedal pads, it's going to be hard to get that. The clutch and brake pads are rubber, but the gas pedal is actually a fully metal integrated unit, and you have to, like... If you want the 8.6's gas pedal, you'll probably have to saw it off. Well, I mean, I think there might be a way to uninstall it, but even still, you'll have to kind of, like, get it off the actual lever. Because the 8.6's gas pedal is a fully connected unit, whereas the pedal pads are just pads that stick onto the actual levers in the cabin. I'd rather right-hand because in my country it's right-hand. Me too. I also prefer it right-hand, and I'm not even in a country like that. I'm in US and I don't like left-hand drive. I'm in the US and I don't like left-hand drive. It's just you will be spending more money. And you will have a harder time finding it. Like right now, I'm going to search if I can find an 8.6 dashboard. If I can find an 8.6 dashboard for sale. If I can even find one. K1 planning dash panel. Is this right-hand drive? K1 planning. That's Keiichi, isn't it? But look at the cost. Look at the cost, though. This is just a dash panel. It's over $1,000. Over $1,000 for a dash panel. And then if I keep searching... Really? OEM A86 Train 11 dashboard. And this looks like a Zinky red. Definitely is. $850. May have scratches and stains, dirt, cracks. Yeah. Like, you have a few options, but you won't see like a ton of them selling. How about the 8.6's center console? If you want to get that, 600, 300, 829 GT Apex early model. That's a mid model. That's a mid model. It's a mid model because it has this thing. This little bracket, like this rubber piece, covers like some switches. The earliest models didn't have that at all. That's a mid model thing, I'm pretty sure. The true early models wouldn't have that. This is insanely cheap for some reason. It's another mid model. It's an SR5 though. It's not exactly different than the GT Apex's one though. I think it's basically the same thing. Although the lid faces the other way. That is one difference. This is weird. I've never... Is this even an A86? I've actually never seen this before. What the fuck? This is for an 8.6? Is this like... Is this cover thing aftermarket? I have never seen a single A86 ever with a center console like this. This leather thing. I've never seen this ever. Is that... What? What? I don't know. I mean, it's difficult to decide because I'm planning on moving to Japan soon, so I could just wait and buy the real thing. Just annoys me. It's clear people still need these parts until I don't want to make them. That's strange. Probably non-OEM. Yeah, it's probably an aftermarket thing. And yeah, the 8.6 should honestly get reproduced. They should reproduce it, or at least reproduce the parts. I think for legal reasons they might not be able to reproduce it, but they could just modify it to be legal to produce again. I think they would mainly just have to add safety features, which isn't exactly a huge issue. Like, you could probably add them but be able to take them out or something. Like, just be able to have them be removed or something like that. I don't know. It's just like, there's a ton of demand for that car still. If Toyota actually reproduced it, they'd probably stand to make a lot of money. And especially because they could probably reproduce it for cheap. I mean, it was an 80s car. Probably cheap as hell to produce it with nowadays technology and resources. They could probably flip it. They could probably flip it for like 50 cents on the dime, if not more. Or 50 cents on the dollar. Like, they could probably make it for like 2K and sell it for 10 or something. They could probably stand to make a lot of money. For the Trueno, not going to happen because pop-ups for 1100% doable. Just add ABS and a better diff. Yeah. They could probably reproduce 11. They could genuinely reproduce 11. They probably could. And maybe they could possibly make like an aftermarket front end swap. They could probably do something like that. I don't know. They could probably make a Trueno in front end swap or something. I don't know. Or they could, like, you know what they could do? They could make the Trueno just with the fixed headlights. Hold on. Yeah, like have you ever seen an 8.6 like this? Where it's a Trueno with fixed head. They could just make the Trueno like this, but stock. Like, they could just give the Trueno fixed headlights instead. They could just give it fixed headlights. Like, they totally could. Just give it fixed headlights. And then you could have your Trueno front end with the fixed headlights and still be able to sell it. Like, legally. I was thinking it's possible they could do it if the hydrogen thing comes out. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I'd have to look into that if that's really realistically possible. Who knows? Okay, well, I am going to go and try and fight that one boss again and get to level 40. I want to hit level 40, and then I'll probably be okay after that point if I hit level 40. Just preserve my fuel as much as I can. Want to preserve my fuel as much as I can. I could always get an in cannon to use it to refuel by binding. I may honestly do that. I may refuel by binding. If it comes down to it, I may do that. I can buy an in cannon, or not even, I don't even need to buy it. The Lila comes with one. I could equip my in cannon, use it on a Senicula and bind it, get fuel back for free. I could do that. Yeah, I haven't driven in a while now. I used to drive every night, like literally every night, but I've been busy. Let's just put it like that. I've been busy. So, mainly playing this game, and if I'm not playing, I'm working or I'm sleeping. All free time I have that I'm awake, I've been playing this game as of late. I've just not touched driving at all in a while. But I might drive it again tonight just to test my new GPU. I might test a new GPU by driving. Might test it. You just see the Chinese chassis 8.6. If they're making that, it makes me think in the future I might make interior parts. Oh yeah, you know how they were reproducing it. That one Chinese people were reproducing the Torino hatchback chassis, like the entire chassis. Here's a problem. They need to actually reproduce the body parts and interior pieces. That's the main things they need to reproduce. And they need to reproduce the other chassis. Like, that's great, but what about me? I want a two-door, not a hatchback. So how does this help me? That doesn't give me anything. I want a two-door. I want a coupe, not a hatchback. I want the notchback model. So them reproducing hatchbacks don't mean shit to me. I want a notchback. I know the hatchbacks preferred and more popular, but I like the notchback. I like the body style of the notchback. I prefer the notchback. I just like the way it looks more. It's less practical, sure, because it doesn't have as much trunk space, but I like the way it looks. It's an acquired taste, but when you acquire it, you don't want to go back. The notchback is definitely an acquired taste, but one I don't regret. Person I love Talk Me. I just want to top me record, but I do love all 8.6s. Fair enough. If I could own as many as I wanted, I'd probably own at least two. I'd have a hatchback Torino based on 1252 and a notchback Torino based on my coupe, which I own a lot of the things used in that, by the way. Like the coupe, I own the stereo in real life, I own the steering wheel in real life, I own the stickers, all of them in real life. I own the air fresheners in real life, I own the shift knob in real life, I own the floor mats in real life. I own a lot of the things for that thing in real life. Uranium mortar. Okay, I must have got my uranium coming then. That's good, because I'm about to need it.
Nice work. They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack.
Gonna still try to preserve it though, but yes.
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Hit him again for me.
Yeah? You'll want to see this move. Sliding slinger. Now that's how to me. You can do it. Me dance circles around. That will attention him. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Sliding slinger. Is that it? Nice work.
Alright, I gotta make it nighttime. Fortunately, there's a base camp nearby. Now I could probably fight Joker. I could possibly fight Joker. It would be difficult, but I could possibly fight him. That would make me a lot of experience and a lot of levels if I fought him.
Guess what?
But I can't even do it now because I'd have to get into the Divine Roost, and I can't get there without the flight module. I mean, there's a way to get there, but I don't know if you can get into the Divine Roost, like the area where he's in, without the module. You can get up there without it, but I've never done it personally, so I don't know how to do it off of memory. I'd have to look it up. And then even then, I don't know if it can get to Joker, or if it just gets in there but not to Joker. I'm not sure if you can get to him. I am legitimately uncertain. 'Cause yeah, this tire gives me the most amount of EXP. At least as of late, he's giving me the most.
I'll finish this on the ground.
Get him! You shall be diced. Ooh, 3,000. Do do do.
This can't be right. Lay down some fire for me. I'm cutting these scales, not gonna cut. This is more.
Miss, miss, miss. Does he have really high evasion for melee? I guess he does. I would like to get some cockpits, please. I'd appreciate that. If I don't get any, I'm sort of screwed. It's already run out. Oh my word. I'm not dying here. I'm not dying here. Well, that was a failure. That's why I prefer to go into him with 2 overdrives at all times, but we don't always get what we want, do we? I can build TP off these guys if I want to. Use these guys to build TP off of.
I'll finish this on the ground.
Out we go, Tatsu.
Thanks.
Okay, that's enough GP. I leave. Okay, now I leave. I just want to get to level 40 and then I'm satisfied. For now. I'll be satisfied for now. Oh my word. I'm not fighting you. You're not my interest. I'm not fighting you. Bruh, bruh. If I couldn't have a Top Me 86, I would love a convertible coupe Renault. I don't know if you've seen them, but they are very rare, and I don't think you can find them for sale anywhere. You probably won't. I think there was like only 10 of them made or something. They were made by like... There was like 2 different shops in Japan that specially made them. And like, there's a red Trueno, a blue Levin, I don't know what others there were. But there were only a couple of those in existence. They're extremely rare, and they may not even be in existence anymore. I don't know if any of those things are still rolling around at this point. I don't know if they're even out in the world anymore. I'm honestly not sure. Those may be extinct. The only question would be, if they are extinct, is the shop that makes them still around? If you brought in an 8.6, could they do it? Like, if I went to the special shop that originally made those with an 8.6, could they make mine into a convertible? I don't know. Maybe. Or can they not do that anymore? Okay, I'm level 40. Nice. Also, I should have probably got Arena before I was doing all this. I'm an idiot. I grinded up those levels to not have Arena. Be with me. Need my Zero Mechanic experience cut off and making myself. I doubt it's that easy. I mean, you could just saw the roof off, but that's a really ghetto version of doing it, and then you only have a convertible. You never have a roof. So don't ever drive in rain. Don't park it outside in rain. You could just saw the roof off, but I mean, it's not really the best solution. The option is there, but... Okay, so I need to do a little spending. I'd like to see if I could quickly finish chapter 9, then I'm gonna get out of here. And I'm gonna test out a game or two and see how they run with the new GPU. Put it under some load and see how she handles. Cause it's just been chilling so far. Idling at, according to Task Manager, 53 Celsius. Doesn't make any sense. 53 C. That's kind of high. Okay. I hope that temp is not an issue. Nah, I can make these babies. Just drive fast enough and I won't get wet. Oh my, I don't know if that's how it works. I'm not sure if that's how it works. I was wanting to lay down and play a bit of American Truck Sim in my bed on my Steam Deck, but I don't know if I can still do that at this point. Oh, Spy Games time? Okay. I should be able to handle it. I know a pretty safe path through here. And even if I don't, I know how to bail the hell out before it goes bad. I have an escape route too. So I am not dying here. I'll not die here. I'll not fall here. I will not fall here. Yeah, Nagi's restricted to nearly every mission, so I really can't use them. Otherwise, I probably would, so I could build a Fenny and get Blossom Dance as soon as possible. But not when he's gonna be like this.
Wait, I would have brought a book.
Our apologies, Director General. Our blade work has been keeping us especially busy as of late. Besides, it's pretty unusual to get a direct request from you.
I would hope that warranted special priority. This mission affects us all.
If it's an official mission, shouldn't we take it through the normal channels?
Personally, I consider it very official, but both Nagi and Vandam refused me.
Send in the damn janitors if I have to.
I hope you don't mind I let myself in.
From the look on your face, I'm guessing you know about our meeting with the Director General.
And from the look on yours, I'm guessing you accepted the mission.
We'll do what we can. Elma was super clear. If things get dangerous, we'll call it off.
Well, good. Glad to hear that. Don't forget, you're all far more valuable to us than any intel you might come back with.
Tatsu, totally agree and definitely never forget.
In other words, don't worry about us.
Alright, let's knock this out quickly. And 15% of Silverlum it was? Or no, that's just the Silverlum's interest one. The 15% of Silverlum I think is a later chapter. I think that was chapter 10. And by that point I'll have the fly module, so it'll be over quickly. Ictus jump scare. Ictus have a bad habit of doing that shit. I'm gonna have to just go past it. Or wait a second. Is it? Yeah, hold on. Alright, so I gotta jump all the way to that center right there. And I think there's level 50 enemies here. Yeah, 55 and other dangerous motherfuckers. I definitely want to be out of here ASAP. This is not a safe place to be in. At all.
Blast wide open. I owe you one. What? Fire carnival! Shadow strike! Furious blast! Wild down! Roger, don't relax yet. Assault cannon! Roger. Shadow, quick haste! Slinger! Move in and keep the rhythm going. Yeah? You'll want to see this movie. Shadow strike! Switch to close range combat. Fire! Light! Move in and keep the rhythm going. Don't relax yet. Primer! Scream it! Move in and do some damage. Is that it? I could have.
Alright, we'll call that a success. I could also knock out Manhunt for the future. That one's relatively easy.
Is that the ganglion data drive? Excellent work. You have my thanks.
Tatsu happy to get thanks, but more happy to get reward.
Of course. I'll reward you for your efforts with as large a sum as I'm able. Next comes the task of decrypting and analyzing this data. Elma, perhaps you could...
I'm afraid not. However, I might suggest letting a man-on take a look. If you'd like, we can bring it to someone we know.
I see. I leave it to you then.
Huge help, yes. Thank you.
For you, I'm more than happy to help. Oh, yes. Least I can do for saving my life, right? When you're finished, deliver the results straight to the Director General's office, okay? You got it, okay?
All right. Let's go give him our report.
Wonderful. I'll expect a report from the man-on. It seems I was correct. Your team was the right one for the job. I hope you'll continue to assist in the future.
Of course. As long as our goals align.
Our mutual objective is the continued survival of the human race. This will not change.
Indeed.
Indeed. It's one of the very few times she says that word.
The continued continued survival of the human race.
Everything's a speech with that guy.
No, that's one thing he's truly serious about.
You know, I heard something the other day. Did you know about his son? The soldier?
No. Is he a Blade?
He never left Earth. Apparently because of the Director General. He sent his son on a mission just before the White Whale took off.
If he were a corrupt man, he would have sent someone else's son on that mission.
But he didn't, did he? I guess sometimes the right thing to do is also the hard thing, huh?
Why did they cut the song like that? Why do they cut the music like that? It just sounds bad. I mean, they could have at least done a fade out, but they just abruptly cut it and it sounds horrible. All right, let's do chapter 9. Yeah. I don't suppose I can put an augment slot on my weapon, can I? Probably not. I think it's gonna cost too much. Yeah, it's... Well, the good news is I have a setup that should be able to rip through them. I should be fine. And if I get, like, hurt, I'll bail out. But I should be fine. I should be able to handle this okay, and I can still put on at least that. I can put that one humanoid slayer on. And that'll help still. It'll help. Ground gear. It'll just have to be one for now, unfortunately. But I should get Elma's set up and take her footwear. To be honest, I could probably make max TP up. I could probably make max TP up 15 now. Or 20. I'll start the mission, then I'll go out and make that. And then I can probably have... Won't I have like 9,000 or something? I can store 3 overdrives. I'll use them all at the beginning of the fight and then rip ass. And probably end it in hopefully only a few seconds. Can't kill me if I kill you in 2 seconds.
What should I whip up today? That is a great idea.
It's just been smooth sailing ever since chapter 6. Ever since the scale license I got, it's been smooth sailing.
Adorable.
Oh yeah?
A little trouble.
Blade team, Tatsu need cool and tough image.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Is Lily even listening to Tatsu?
What? Sure I am. Hey, what if you got a tan? A little color could do wonders for your image. In fact, I've got the perfect lotion for you. I'll even help you apply it.
Well, that, okay, if Lily insists. Wow, thank you, Lily. Tanning oil smells so sweet, and it's a bit sticky.
Tanning oil? That's just plain old honey.
It's the crucial step for perfect chicken sauté. The honey marinade.
Lily, Tatsu not chicken, Tatsu is Tatsu.
Right, how could I forget?
Lily is not funny, Tatsu is not laughing.
Okay, folks, hope you're hungry.
Now that hit the spot.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, sir. I figured someone might show up unannounced, so I made a little extra this time.
Great! Then I'll just show up for random meals as I please.
That's not what I meant.
I love that. I'll show up for random meals as I please.
Okay, good news first. Some Pathfinders detected another piece of the life orb.
Storage probe. God, I need that. Top priority after the story is over is making the Air 70, as is always. Hell, I'd be trying to make it now if I was able to. Be making it now if I could. Sylvalum. Sylvalum. You know, I despise that about Chapter 13. In the new content for Definitive, the people say Sylvalum as Sylvalum, and it's like, that's literally wrong. That's wrong. Oh, you know what I should do? I should technically go buy a level 40 version of my Spath and guns, but I'd be losing the augment slot. I'd lose the augment, and that's probably gonna matter more, so I'll wait for now. Okay, so I'm gonna want to prepare some TP. I'm going to want to get some TP. So, excuse me. Oh. Huh? Where? Oh. Actually, I tell you what. I make preparations for all fights I endure. What am I doing? I have to be very mindful where I use AoEs, because if I use them wrong, I could get destroyed. Oh, I forgot. I need to go and get the higher version of the TP up augment, because I can probably make it now. Excuse me. No, armor. Armor stat. TP 3000. Make a third one, I have an idea. Might be able to stock even more. Very expensive to open up a slot on one of my arm pieces or something like that. And better yet, I really should probably just look at my armor and see what I can give Konai that'll increase her attack power. Anything that boosts her melee attack. I'm actually just gonna overlook this. Melee attack. Melee attack. But are there better versions? With more effects, or even a free slot, perhaps? I'm unsure. Overdrive recover HP. And has TP up built into it. Yeah, I think I'll stick with my plan. That is, if I can do my plan. I cannot. Okay, then never mind. Fine. So be it. So be it then, motherfucker. Well, I mean, that's still a lot. Potential boost, though? Is it really? Ah. I see. Correction made. Now I can usually... I can store a ton of overdrive against him. I'll start the fight. Use like 3 overdrives. Obliterate him. I should be fine. Well, I could technically use 4. Oh, yes. I'll probably just use 3, though, and then I'll go from there. I'll use 3 and then go from there. Just one thing. I can swap this out for right now and instead get you. Gajarg is gonna get ripped up. I'm about to dice him. I'm about to dice and saute him and feed him to my dog. I just lost my dog! I just lost my dog! I just lost my dog.
You can't be serious. Your entire team...
He sold them out.
Gone?
Dead. Killed by ganglion. And it's all my fault.
If only we'd gotten here sooner.
Rest in peace, that guy from the matchmaker mission specifically. I already forgot his name.
Stopped it.
Rest in peace, him in particular, though. Literally just got a girlfriend, then dies the next chapter.
Once we find the life holder, right?
OG xenoblade my homepage in 2025. Pray emoji. Yeah, I'm a loyalist. I still play the original game quite a bit.
Chosen few.
I've played the definitive edition like to the limit already.
Never had a
I'm
chance.
back on the original now for certain things.
We can be reborn. We get as many damn chances as we want.
Lao honestly has the best character development of the entire
If
game.
we find the core. Without that, there's no chance for any of us.
Lao has an amazing character.
Look, we can talk later. For now, we need to get you back to the city. Let's regroup there so we can get you patched up.
No way. What if it turns out to be the core and the ganglion get to it first? You can't let that happen.
We can't just leave you here, Lau.
You can and you will. I'll be fine until the reclaimers can get here.
Still...
Lao and Leonard, the emotional core of the story. Yeah, I agree, definitely.
It's further north.
Especially Lynn's speech during chapter 11 when she's protecting Lao. Like, we're sick, we're disgusting, we're cruel. But that's what makes us human.
Let's get moving.
What if we really should have been wiped out of existence? Like, that was a really good scene. I mean, that's a 13-year-old saying that. Lynn is honestly more mature than she really seems. Like, Lynn could be 15 or 16 easily with how mature she is sometimes.
Exactly why.
I mean, would a 13-year-old really say that? Like, that's crazy.
If it's going to be dangerous, that's all the more reason for us to stick together. And I'm a lot more.
Most 13-year-olds are dumb.
But I know you're trying to look out for me, and I appreciate it.
The apocalypse makes you go fast. I guess that's true.
It's not like they'll be killed. They'll just lose their limbs is all.
That, and she did have, like, gifted parents.
What's it matter?
She comes from a family of success. That definitely helped her. Not saying she didn't work for it, but that definitely gave her a head start advantage. It helps. Now, since I planned ahead, I can just do this. Everything has been thoroughly planned out. Alright. Oh. Well, one small problem. I should have prepared my TP first. It's okay. It's fine. I can probably just use Ghost Walker and then emergency escape and come back. But I forgot. I actually forgot.
Do your work. I shall do the same.
I was supposed to come here with like almost 1300 TP and I forgot. Thanks, emergency escape. Most underappreciated feature in the whole game that like no one talks about but has saved my ass multiple times now. Ugh, spore weather. Ugh. Okay, hold on. Let me go back to an earlier area to make my preparations. Excuse me real quick. One second. One second. One second. Ugh, spore weather. Again. One time I got spore weather like probably like 8 times in a row. I don't know how the hell I did it. But I got spores like 8-10 times in a row. It was actually insane. Don't you love being able to see your surroundings? Yeah, I know. They really should have nerfed that spore weather. They should have made it reduce your field of view, but not destroy it completely. Yeah, it should have made you less visible, but it shouldn't have made you completely blind. Like, you're so blind you can't even play in the... You can't even really play the game. That's how blind you are. You can't really play the game like that. Sticking with the guns and cannons, stand up as long as we can until we get all dolls up. No giga time. That'll do the trick. That's enough TP. My max is like 12,800. That's like 100 short of the maximum. I don't need to prepare more. Alright, watch me destroy Gajarg with unimaginable, overwhelming force and power. And his scale fight will go exactly the same way, mind you. Alright, here we go. So, did I over-prepare? Probably. It's a cool idea, but it makes the game unplayable. Yeah, it's just too much.
Finally, a fight worthy of Gunjar. Well met, but how will you fare when the stakes are raised?
I love the way this guy speaks. Prepare to have your skull decimated by drone strikes. I mean that literally.
Act 2 begins. Equip yourselves as you see fit.
Nah, that's offensive if I said that.
Let the real battle begin.
This is thought of the worst joke. I could probably rip his skull apart too, but nah, I won't do that. Okay, gentlemen. Alright, let me just prepare. I can wipe him out in one cycle if I do this fast enough. I've done it before. Please get level 4. Okay, time to die. I didn't cockpit though. That's messing up my plan. He might use his buddies. Yep. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this. Give me something, thank you. I can work with this. I got nothing for you. I'll take that. Another chapter clear with no deaths. I'm gonna make it in one try. At this rate, I'll make it in one try. Just like I was planning on.
Thank you for this defeat. Our encounter has been most edifying. North of here lies a shadowy land of rock and fire. Jagged black stone, lit only by scars of boiling magma. There you will find the Ganglion stronghold. May the tides of war lift your fortunes!
bad guy was not so bad, huh?
Nah,
Yeah,
he's good.
He said they're mercenaries. Maybe we could convince them
Planning
to
on
fight for
replaying the
us.
original myself once I wrap the
Great idea,
EDE. I
Lily.
really feel
Guns
like the
and
removal of blade level in the
kiddies.
field skills
I
is
wouldn't
lost
call
for the
them
game. It
kiddies
is,
directly,
yeah.
small fry. They'd slice you
Field
up
skills
and
I don't mind as much, but
black
blade level
bean
being
sauce
taken out
and-
was kind of stupid. They could have just put
Way too
different
many
rewards
details.
behind it or something.
Sorry. Was I saying that out loud?
And field actions could have just been rebalanced so that higher level ones were in later portions of the game or something like that.
Hey, good news. Lao was just admitted to the maintenance center.
I personally
Looks like
liked
he's gonna
those
make it.
things. They added more depth to the game.
Thank God they got to him in time. Let's hurry back and check in
I
on
also don't like the noticeably
Right.
slower menus. And I prefer the old menu sound effects too.
Elma? What is it?
Nothing. Sorry. Just a little worried about Lao. Let's get back to New LA.
Grandmaster Luxar.
I thought I told you never to disturb me in this chamber. What is it?
Sir, a message from Gajarg. You'll want to see it, sir.
Counselor Luxar, this is mercenary warlord Gajarg, former prince of the Kingdom of Roth. It is with a heavy heart and deep regret that I must report to you that the Rothian people are unable to carry out your mission to annihilate the human race. We realize this means we will no longer enjoy the benevolence of Ganglion patronage. So be it. The Rothian people will
Grand
deploy as
Council.
an independent mercenary force, effective immediately. We look forward to settling our debt with you on some future battlefield. Until then.
Gajarg, you traitor! I should have known those ungrateful rats would bite the hand that feeds them!
You seem to enjoy that, Prince Jarg.
But what a shame. If only I could see the look on what that overgrown slug calls a face.
My prince, what has gotten into you?
You disapprove?
On the contrary, everyone loves a scoundrel.
Is that so? Then we're in luck. From this day forth, we are lawless vagabonds, subject to no one. What say you to that, you Rothian scoundrels?
Flying time.
Getting stronger.
My controller turned off.
morning, Sleeping Beauty.
Doug? Is this the Lifehold?
New LA, buddy. Sorry, no real body just yet. They saved your min before it shut down. Too bad, huh? Better luck next time you die.
I see. Doug, it's all my fault.
I still don't understand how they managed to transfer from human bodies to mimeosomes. When chapter 13 basically says there's a collective consciousness. How do you move a consciousness if it's in the collective consciousness? Before they added that information, it made sense. In this universe, we're assuming that their consciousness is literally just data that can be transferred.
They'll be up and around.
But chapter 13 like breaks that concept, so how do they move from a human body to a mimeosome? Wouldn't they just die? Or how do they move that?
Doug, we need to talk. Can you spare a minute?
Plot hole.
Of course.
I mean, Elma literally says that all the human bodies were killed. Like, they died with Earth. How'd they move to mimeosome in the first place?
It's about Lau. I have a suspicion. Well, it's more than a suspicion.
Power of willpower? Belief?
Let's hear it.
The Ganglion were struggling to retrieve that alien mech, the Vita. Lau suggested we go after it. He even planned the mission. So we extract it. And the Ganglion know exactly where it is.
My take is the game isn't particularly concerned with the science as much as the thematic meaning. I guess. Because I've thought about things a lot with this game, and I feel like I've discovered like probably 10 different plot holes. The more I think about it, the more I wonder why are things the way they are, how they didn't notice.
Well, what do you think, Rook?
I mean, for one, if the Lifehold core being destroyed or ran out of power means that everybody dies, isn't that kind of risky? Don't you think you'd have at least a couple humans just in case something like that happens? So that they could restore the power if all the mimeosomes died? If that actually happened, that is, because, well, you know, chapter 12, but if that was actually the case, wouldn't you want to have at least a backup of some kind? Second of all, the power to begin with. When you're in the Lifehold core in chapter 12, Elma just basically turns on a secondary extensive power. Why isn't that turned on in the first place? Like, why do you have to manually turn on, like, the secondary reserve power? Because after you defeat Luxar, Elma opens up that console terminal and basically just flips an on switch. Like no one's connecting power cables or anything physical like that. Like, if it's just a system thing, why doesn't it just automatically do that? And third of all, okay, so it's not actually true, but if it was, if there were actually human bodies in stasis, why wouldn't those bodies just be programmed to wake up if the power gets too low? Like, if the Lifehold core power reaches like 0.1%, then tell all the bodies to wake up from stasis. Why would they be programmed to just be left there? Why would it be like that? That seems like such a mistake on their part. Like, the designers of the core, why would they not have a failsafe to wake everyone up if the core power ran out? I mean, we're talking about the survival of the human race here. How could they make a mistake like that? How would they not think of that? Also, hello, Parker. Cybu gang, stop crashing out and ranting. No, I'm not going to. Well, I will now because I'm done thinking about it, but... A fourth thing I just thought about is that, hold on, I need to start getting the flight module. A fourth thing that I just thought about by the end of chapter 8, Elmo was like getting suspicious of Lau because they knew where the Vita was. But like, here's the thing. You know, it's perfectly possible that the Vita could just have a tracker on it. It doesn't mean that Lau's a traitor because they found the Vita exactly where it was. They could literally just have a tracker on it. I mean, think about it. A lot of things we use nowadays have trackers like radios or, you know, pings that send location information. This is not only 2056, this is a highly advanced alien race. Do you really think they wouldn't have... This is like an advanced alien race, and this is like their most powerful mech. That's literally a vessel for a divine being. Do you think they wouldn't have a GPS on it? Do you really think they wouldn't track that? Like, what if they lost that? Oh, what are they gonna do? Just because they know where it is not grounds for Lau being a traitor. They could have a GPS. It's not that crazy of a concept to have a GPS. See, Biao means shut your bitch ass up. Also, it's Saibo. Okay. I'm just gonna say it as Sibao, thank you. I need a drink. I don't have any water or cherry 7-Up in my room. I need to go and get more. Let's get that flight module. Then I'm gonna go on an expedition. I will get this flight module, then go on an exposition. Making me crash out, twin. What? You speak nonsense. I will butcher you. Hey. Upgraded coil and a light-speed jet fin. I hate this shit. Excuse me. Well, excuse me, sister. Damn. It's nice having no one home. I like it this way. No one to bother me. Parker, you're delirious. If you think cherry 7-Up is bad, you're on something. It's literally peak soda. It's the only soda that I like feel the need to drink often. And that's how peak it is. Oh. Bruh.
We need to keep our wounds healed. I'm cutting you. Right through the heart. Right up first. Now move in and shut him down. Why take risks?
Oh, damn, that was quick. First try. I rarely ever get it first try. I'm not gonna complain though. It's just a rarity. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, bing, bing.
Right through the heart. Why take risks? Don't relax yet. Right through the heart. I'm cutting you. Right through the heart.
It's interesting that this thing inflicts stun, but it does not say that. It inflicts stun, but it does not say that it does.
Don't relax yet. Why take risks?
Was it supposed to inflict stun? Hmm. This one usually takes some effort to get. He literally stopped to look at me. His turning arc literally stopped right when he was facing me. God, I hate targeting this fucking appendage. I will admit one thing, I liked how D let you just target an appendage. You didn't have to try and jump and... Yes, no, I had it. I literally clicked my stick. No! Finally.
Come on, make some noise. Get bucked. Ghost Walker. Rising Blade. Did that work? Then move in and strike. Tornado Blade. Ludicrously edge. Right through the heart. Right through the heart. Right through the heart. Right through the heart. Don't relax yet. I'm cutting you. That work? Then move in and strike. I'm cutting you.
Nothing. Bruh. I want to double check something. Lightspeed jet fin is from the back. Yeah, and the chances are pretty low. The chances are pretty low for it.
Real soldiers fight on the ground. Ghost Walker. Open the stick. Activate another aura. Rising Blade. True Green Edge. Did that work? Then move in and strike.
Uh-oh. That hurts.
Throws away. Ditto.
Didn't mean to do that, but you know what? Fuck you. You're dying.
Lighten up those
Fuck you, you're dying. You're dying. I don't like you. No dice. Okay then. If I could target the damn thing, I'd love that. Fuck it. One of the worst parts of the game. Genuinely. Oh.
Real soldiers fight on the ground.
I hate. Nothing.
Real soldiers fight on the ground.
And now he's aggroing his friend. Bruh. I'm not risking death. I'm losing 50 hours of progress. Fuck that. Not for a fucking item. Ouch. Can I, like... Nah. Oh my god. Why does it aggro both of them? Why? If fuck it, I may as well use this.
You gotta be kidding me.
Boof. No dice. Again!
Come on, make some noise. Get bumped. Real soldiers fight on the ground. I can hold this position. Just bust me up. This ends now. Overdrive. Let's see some juice. Lightning flip. Cruise free edge. Rising blade.
Nothing. Just nothing.
This ends now. Overdrive. Let's see some teamwork. Rising blade. Cruise free edge. Tornado blade. Rising blade.
Melee ether is down. Oh shit.
Real soldiers fight on the ground.
I had it. Oh my god.
We need to keep our wounds healed.
You're getting on my nerves, bro.
This ends now. Overdrive. Let's see some teamwork. Tornado blade. Cruise free edge. Rising blade. Did that work? Then move in and strike. Tornado blade. Rising blade.
God damn. Why'd they have an item or credit for the story have such an ass drop chance? I mean, Jesus. The fact that it's not targetable on a skeleton is what honestly really pisses me off. I have to fight on foot for this bullshit. This is some of the worst I have ever had it when it comes to this mission. I don't think I've ever had it take me, I don't think I've ever had it take me this long. This is actually ass. Still fucking nothing. Oh my god! Give me something, game! I'd have more fun twiddling my thumbs at this point! I'll be like Lau and adopt an aggressive schedule of thumb twiddling. That would bring me more entertainment than you are right now. Nothing. Jesus Christ. I will literally run out of overdrives at this point. Oh my god, finally. Fucking hell. Was that necessary? Damn. Okay, moving on.
The hell did you do, Lynn?
I don't know. Just give me a second. Oh! I had the amp furnace circuit in backwards.
How many times does she do that?
I can't believe I do something that dumb in the final check.
I mean, really, like, don't you think they would have, like, a marked front and backward, like basically everything does? Like how your earbuds have a marked left and right, so you know which one goes where?
The test flight's gonna need to be postponed. Maybe canceled entirely.
Why? And how?
Sorry for the bad news after all your hard work.
Motherfucker, hard work.
No, wait! I'll handle the repairs and resolve the final issues myself. Commander, please. I need this to work. I need to make it happen. It's the last homework assignment I'll ever
It's not like you
have.
to flip a flight check, Lynn. A big allow is never said. Nah, seriously, like, almost every flight check she does, she messes it up somehow. She's supposed to be like this really high-skilled mechanic, but literally puts stuff in backwards. Like, how do you do that as a professional? Even if you're a 13-year-old. I built my PC when I was 13.
All my work.
Maybe I was 14, doesn't matter. 1 year difference, big deal. I built a PC. I was 14. 2 of them.
Apple really doesn't fall far from the tree.
How can you put it in backwards?
Don't worry about it, Vandal. I'll convince
Like,
my
Lynn would forget to put thermal paste
I may
on.
just be a humble engineer, but I've given my life to Sakuraba. Let an old man cash in some of his favors.
Thank you, Isobe.
Well, that's one problem down. But this death trap still needs a pilot. After that little display before, I doubt anyone will be nuts enough to volunteer. You'd have to be real crazy.
Thank you so much. I swear I'll make this thing work.
Okay, better not blow up.
Settled. When can you have this bucket of bolts fixed?
The controls will be
I'll have it
backwards
ready by
next.
tomorrow.
Alright, you've got till morning. Past that, we'll have to call it off for now. The higher-ups will want to take another long look, decide if this is still where they want to spend their money.
Understood. I won't let everyone's hard work go to waste. And I won't let down my brave test pilot either. I swear.
I long for the day where a Xenoblade game has accurate lip syncing. It will probably never happen, but I want it.
It's done. I did it. I swear it's
I remember hearing a rumor that the lip syncing was going to be improved in Definitive Edition. That was a lie.
And now it's finally here.
It's still just
Looks that way to me. Trust me.
for every single thing they say.
This thing should work. Better. What do you say? Ready to put your life in the hands of this thing?
Ah, I need a nap.
Like blasting into the sky.
I love that
I'll stick
choice.
with coffee myself. Less chance of them killing me.
Don't count on that, Lester. Now get up there, have a perfect test flight, and show all these naysayers what's up.
All right, let's get this party started. Flyer to the specified point to start. It's a spot we haven't been able to reach before now.
Make sure to not walk into that Millisati on accident and get killed.
We'll be
It happened to me
monitoring your
once.
progress from here. Good luck.
Because once you get up there, there's like this field action of a pair of scale legs, and if you go next to it, a high-level Millisati drops and will probably one-shot you. I won't let that happen this time. Okay. You guys ready for the most repeated song of all time to make its introduction to this playthrough so far? Here we go. I hope you like this song, because we're gonna play it every time you fly! Even if it's for only 2 seconds, because you're trying to jump over a ledge, we're gonna play the song! Every time! They should have just had it play for this one mission, then give us an option to turn it off after that. It would have had more impact if it only played the first time you flew. It loses all of its meaning when you hear it every time you fly. It loses all of its meaning.
I gotta say, it looked pretty fun. How do you feel?
Any problems? Tell me everything down to the tiniest detail. I need it all. Well, it was a bit difficult to control myself, too, watching me wobble all over the place after I worked all night. I mean, that's...
The fuck do you mean by that? I mean, it's not really hard to mess this up. It's not like I'm gonna go and poke a Millisaur on accident. Wouldn't do that. Definitely not me. At least now I have access to movement tech.
Welcome back. That was one hell of a maiden flight. She passed the test. We'll get rolling on mass production ASAP.
Yes! This makes everything worth it. Sure, I put poor Doug through hell and wound up wasting some rare materials. But I had to do this. I had to make my dream a reality. Oof, I can't even begin to count how many skulls I've wrecked. I was told to stop about 1,000,000 times along the way.
For a while there, you were in a dead heat with the local indigents. It was like a race to see who could take out more skulls. You were winning.
I'd like an actual number of how many she destroyed.
Higher-ups, Commander. You kept this project alive. I can't thank you enough.
I could see it in your eyes. That look told me this wasn't just idle curiosity. You had the drive. All I did was bet on it. And man, did it ever pay off. You did good, kid. You too. Thanks for all your support. True. I guess we'll have to incorporate flight school into the Skell license program. I'll design a test that'll have them new recruits begging for mercy. All right, enough jibber-jabber. It's time to get flying. With eyes in the sky, we'll track down that damn Lifehold core in no time.
Not true. They somehow don't see it despite the fact it's visible from the fucking shoreline of Caldros. The issue is so bad that they literally make the Lifehold core not even spawn at all until it's chapter 12. Because they could have just had it be further out into the ocean or something like that. Like, expand the map and just have the ocean go out farther so that it realistically might have not been noticed. Because as soon as a Lifehold core is activated, you can see it from the shoreline of Caldros. It's not hard to see. How do you miss something as big as that?
Need help?
I mean, this is a giant unit.
Stay sharp.
Anything I can help with? Okay, let's move out.
And that just brought up another question. Did the Liefeld core not have some kind of GPS system they could use to track it even if it was lost? Like, what? I don't know. Maybe they did and it got disabled. It was destroyed. I'm trying to think of reasons. I mean, you could say because it was heavily damaged or something. That could make some sense. But the fact that it had power at all, which it definitely did, that wasn't a lie, and they couldn't track it, is kind of interesting. Okay, one more. Then I'm peacing out. I will run a test of my new GPU, then I will dip like nacho fries. And get my much needed Mimi-ring. Though I'm really not tired, I just know I should before I become actually tired, because by that point I'll probably be 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's already 8:23. 5 hours later than I'd like it to be, frankly. But I wanted to make progress. Trying to make up for like those 10 whole days of lost time because my PC had an issue.
Wanna team up?
That and my family. Both of those things. I'll be here tomorrow, though, most likely. More than likely, I will be. Also, Night Rain comes out in like 2 days. That'll be fun. Not that I'm playing it right now, I'm just watching a friend play it, but I'm gonna watch my friend play it once it comes out in like 2 days.
Smoking.
Bad guy's campfire.
The residual heat signatures confirm it. This fire was active until just recently.
It's straight.
Heard some.
All right.
Not you. The fuck? Who the hell are you? Or, who the fuck are you?
Is that it?
Oh, I got Maranium? Wait, I should spend some of that. Well, let me fight these guys first, then I'll go and spend it. Whew. Okay.
It's no use.
Now then, who are you chasing?
It's no use. Take this.
Human scum.
I enjoyed Sonic 06.
This isn't a request.
It's an acquired taste, but I've learned to enjoy it. This Project 06 in particular is fantastic. But even the original game, I enjoyed it to an extent.
Knock them out and leave them.
To be honest, most of the game's bugs weren't really that bad, and the levels were designed pretty well. Mainly just a couple things I didn't really like in particular, but I enjoyed it for the most part. It wasn't that bad of a game. I don't think it's a great game by any stretch of imagination, but I wouldn't say it's a horrible game. I wouldn't say it's one of the worst games of all time. Not like that. At least not to me. I didn't hate playing it. I'll replay it time to time and I enjoy it. Sonic Forces though, yeah, that's a game I don't like at all. My Wii U can finally get a break after this, because I've had it on for like 3 days. No cockpits. Okay, I see how it is. Fair enough. There's something. Oh. Fine.
I'll make him hurt. Side flash. You're mine. Shadow strike. I could have taken them on alone.
I'm sorry if we frightened you. My name is Elma. And you are? Are we correct in assuming that the Ganglion are after you? If so, you might be able to help. We come from a planet called Earth, but now we're fighting the Ganglion here on Mira.
Really?
Pay them no heed, Rock.
But Celica, they just beat up those bad guys.
It matters not. I shall not be fooled again. Well, either way, it's not safe here. Background. We're just curious why the Ganglion are hunting you.
Easy now. There's no need to pry into their past when we've just met, right?
I mean, it's not that strange of a question. People ask where are you from all the time to start a conversation.
Perhaps, but...
Tatsu, pleased to make acquaintance of new friend Celica.
And you are a Nopon?
She's the only one who says Nopon instead of Nopon in this universe. Which I wonder if that makes her special in a way.
Yes, so if Tatsu is trusting friends, Celica can too. Nopon's honor.
Yeah, she's the only person who says it is Nopon. Which is how the main series games characters say it. Probably doesn't mean anything, but it could signify something. I'll probably handle a couple things after this mission, actually. Plant a few probes and maybe buy some things. I just can't wait to absolutely douse Zoofarg. I'm gonna rip him to shreds with drone spam tomorrow. I can't wait. I'm gonna rip him up. It's gonna be good. I need to set up the RGB on my GPU as well. It's just been on rainbow mode the entire time. I usually keep my RGB off. It's kind of distracting. I like looking at it sometimes, but if I'm just playing a game, it's usually kind of distracting having lights in the corner of my eye. RGB feels like one of those things where it's like, it's cool at first and you realize this is pointless and you just never turn it on anymore.
Hello, everyone.
Hey! Over here!
How do you like the city so far?
It's rather overwhelming, to be honest. But Rock seems quite content, so we'd like to stay if that's permissible. Of course. And whatever you need, just let us know, okay?
Anytime Celica have a problem, Team Tatsu have the solution.
You have our gratitude.
Okay, almost level 41. Let me go around and plant probes for a little bit. Mainly a Silvalum and some in Noctilum. 2 in Primordia as well. I kind of just want to start knocking out some probe installations. Okay. I'm gonna keep my gamepad near me while I'm doing this. So now that I got this, I can just fly around and knock out a bunch of them. Besides the few that are, like level 5 mechanical, I can get all of them now. The few and the proud and the emotional. Now I got almost every probe in Primordia placed. Just 2 more and then I can't get the last one. Last one's level 5 I can't get just yet. We'll get to it. We'll get to it in time. Whoa. I am very secure now though. I have the flight module, so if I get detected I can just fly away in 5 seconds. So I'm in a very good position now. To finish the rest of this game, no deaths, no problem. I am extremely unlikely to die at this point, so I've more or less won this playthrough. I've more or less won. Gonna lay down and relax after all this. And it's gonna be good. And I can't wait to finish this because when I finish it I can play my level 1 run. And I'm excited to play that. That is something I'm really looking forward to playing, is the level 1 run. I really want to play that. Oh. I'm in a very good position to finish the rest of this game. Very, very good position. Got $7 million for level 50 Lila. Can't wait to make the switch.
All that experience is paid off.
Level 41. 9 levels away from being able to do that, mind you. The level 50 Lila switch. I am quite close to being able to do it. That one's level 5, and then the other one is far off the platform. I'll just get the one that's here first, and then I will head for his ass. It's weird. From here, my biggest op can be seen. My biggest op is visible from here. There's still 2 more I can get. One of them is dangerous though, and I'm not sure if I want to approach it. Because it's like right next to an enemy. I may ignore that one. I don't know. It's going to be kind of dangerous to approach. I can... or wait. No, hold on. Was it in front of an enemy or was it the field actions? I might be misremembering something. I'm surprised I remembered that exact location. I can manage. Never mind, it was the field actions that are in front of him, not the probe itself. For some reason I thought the probe was too. Yeah, if he sees me, I'm probably dead. Now for some Sylvalum planting, which really needs it. Cauldros, I can still wait on that for now. I mean, I could do it now, but I don't want to be here for a really long time. So I'm going to skip Cauldros for the time being. Hostile last location. Shouldn't be a threat. Yeah, no. He ain't nothing. Take this jump scare. Chapter 10's ready to start. Get off my probe. I guess he doesn't despawn. Well, remind me if I ever fast travel here that a Karo might jump scare me. Because it looks like he doesn't despawn. Oh, hi. Okay. Okay. Hostile ass region. This one was level 5, wasn't it? Pretty sure it was. Yeah. Sylvalum has 2 level 5s, and then Cauldros has none, interestingly enough. You'd think it'd be 1 per region, but nope. Cauldros you can plant every pro without needing level 4, level 5. Okay. I'll actually go plant 1 probe out in Cauldros, just the opening area, so I can fast travel to it if I need to later. I will. Then I'm going back to barracks. Bruh. I am not interested in your ugly false wussy. Get away from me. Your false wussy's probably loose and dry. Out of my sight.
Well.
Okay, that'll do me for today, but let me just... hold on. Actually, I should probably give them fuel for the upcoming Zoofarg fight. Okay, that'll do. Only you could take fuel off another scale and put it into another one. Like, if I could drain this thing's fuel and move it to this one, I wish I could do something like that. Because then I could just buy new scales, move the fuel over, then sell them. Just do that, if that were a thing. I am rank 7 in Duelist. So that means that when I finish that, I can go down Mastermind and get secondary cooldown reducer. Then I can go down Blast Fencer and Galactic Knight to get their damage increasers. And then Bastion Warrior won't really be needed as much as I thought it was going to be at first. Not really. Thought I was going to need to use it, but no, not really. 57 hours. Alright, gentlemen. I'll see you in probably 10 hours. That's about what it is on average.